Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode here in NHL 23. So in last episode, we took on the Vancouver Canucks in the first round of the playoffs, and we managed to sweep them, and we're up here in the second round against a very tough Winnipeg Jets team that has one of the best lines in the entire NHL that's had like 4 straight 100-plus point seasons on each of them. So it's going to be a very tough task for our team to shut down that top line, but hopefully we get another solid round from our team in a sense. Like, our top line was really good in that first round. Our third line was also really good. So if we could continue with the depth scoring that we had, I definitely think we have a shot, but we definitely need to find a way to make sure that top line doesn't get going, because if that top line in Winnipeg gets going, they're definitely going to tear us apart. And yeah, hopefully Easton Dahl could have a solid second round. If he doesn't play that good for 2 straight games, he is on a short leash, and then we'll put in Rudy Pitton instead. But hopefully guys like Nazar, Reefers, Bales, Kabanov, Vance, Corrado, all these 4-point plus players pretty much, hopefully they all keep on going in the second round, and hopefully guys like Lafreniere and Recchi can start scoring a little bit more, because they kind of had a quiet first round. But anyways, let me show you guys their lining up again, just in case you forget what the Jets look like. We'll also take actually a look at what they did during the regular season and playoffs compared to us, because I haven't done that yet. And then we'll be getting into the second round. So here's their team. As you can see, pretty heavily reliant on that top line. They do got some good like third liners and whatnot, like Reichel, who's on their power play unit. But basically, I'd say we have to definitely shut down this top line. Yeah, they're one of the scariest lines in the NHL. Rantanen is dropping off because he's 36 already. Kyle Connor isn't dropping off yet, but he should be retiring somewhat soon. And then Connor Bedard's only 27, and he's outrageous. Like, he's almost at 1,000 points already in his career. And then, yeah, defensively, they're not that great. Rasmus Dahlin is pretty good, but from the rest of that, it's kind of more like a top 6 defensive pairings. And they also have a solid starter in Kosas, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can win. Obviously, like I said, we need to take out that top line. Don't let it get anything going, because if it gets going, then we are going to suffer a lot, I think, of goals against. But if we could kind of like match them offensively, we could definitely win this series. So let me take a look at what they did during the regular season and also in the playoffs so far compared to us, and then we'll get into this second round. So they were below us in the standings by 5 points. They scored more goals per game than us. Interesting. They scored 3.82. We scored 3.62. Probably because of that top line, but I could be other lines too that are doing really well. They are allowed more goals against than us by, let me do some math in my head here. By 8 goals. They allowed 8 more goals against than us. And then power play wise, they were much better than us. Our power play was only 17.5. Their power play was 27%. Probably reliant on that top unit that I was showing you guys at the end of last episode. And then their penalty kill unit was also better than ours. So that's a bit scary. How have they been doing playoff wise, so by comparison? Like, has any of their numbers really dropped off at all? Or we'll just go Western Conference and make it a bit easier. So they went 4-2 in the first round. We went 4-0. We were averaging 4.5 goals per game. They were averaging 2.83. They were allowing 2.83. We were allowing 2.25. So they actually allowed the exact same amount of goals as they scored in that first round. Interesting. Their power play was 18.2%. Our power play was 42.9%. Goddamn. And our penalty kill was better than ours as well. So we're better than everything technically. But obviously they have really good players, and I will never count the Jets out. But anyways, let's get into the second round matchup and see if we can find ourselves to the conference finals against either Edmonton or LA. Or are we going to be packing our bags in round 2? Hopefully not the case. Let's just get Asher Vance getting going, because if Asher Vance can match the goal scoring ability of that top line in Winnipeg, we definitely have a chance. And hopefully Easton Dahl can continue what he did the last 2 games that we played. So here we go. Game number 1 on home ice against a tough Winnipeg Jets team. First period, 2-1 Jets. I mean, it's not terrible, but that kind of sucks. We opened the goal scoring on a power play goal, so our power play is still doing great. Gosselin scores, and then Olsen scores. So 2 guys that aren't really supposed to score, because obviously it's supposed to be mostly their top line, get them goals, and they're up by a goal on us to go into the second period, with the shots also being 14-12 in favor of the Jets. So I wouldn't put that period on Easton Donald. I definitely think our team needs to get more chances in the second period because Costa is a solid goaltender, so peppering him with as much shots as possible might be the way to go. Can we tie this game up at least in the second period? Second period, still 2-1 for the Jets. Not great. They kind of suffocated our offense a little bit here, and surprisingly, their top line hasn't done anything yet so far either. Shots are 24-22 in favor of us, so we're actually outshooting them now, but we're still down by a goal. Can we get a goal to get the lead or tie this game up at least in the third period? Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, they open the scoring in the third, and it's Rantanen. Of course, after I mentioned their top line not doing anything, they take a 2-goal advantage. Come on, boys. We got to shut down that top line of theirs. It's a little quiet of an offensive game from our team. After I had a really solid first round. Asher Vance, that's what we need, Asher. Come on, can we get one more? Yes, we can. Jamie Corrado. Let's go. I was not expecting that. 2 goals in the final 3 minutes in 24 seconds. Asher Vance sparks the comeback, makes it a 1-goal game, and then Corrado ties the game up. Very even first game here. Shots are 35-34. It's a 3-3 game. We're going to overtime again in game 1 because I think we were slow with the Canucks in game 1. Can we take a 1-0 series lead here? Come on, boys. Let's get that OT winner. Last time we were in OT, Asher Vance scored the goals, so I'm pretty sure. Can we get that OT winner? Power play. Our power play has been great so far, but it does not capitalize there. Kind of surprised on that. Come on, boys. Final 5 minutes. Are we going to double overtime here in game 1? Yes, we are. Shots are 47-40 in favor of us, so Coase is keeping his team in the game. We've thrown a lot of shots to the net, like I was saying, so we're doing at least what I was hoping we'd do, but we do not have the lead yet, which is kind of scary. Can we win this game in double OT? We know it's going to end quickly. Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. Please. Please. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and it's the new guy, too. Of course, it's the guy we traded for, Alexis Lafreniere, with his first playoff goal with the Chicago Blackhawks, I'm pretty sure. And that is a huge game-winning goal here in Game 1 on our 49th shot on goal. God damn. What a game. Looked like we were going to lose that game, and then Asher Vance sparks the comeback. So Makar from Brunstrom and Reefers, Vance from Brunstrom and Reefers, Corrado from Ziska and Patterson. Nice to see the fourth line do some stuff. And Lafreniere from Cox and Recchi. So the second line getting that game-winning goal. Exactly what we need. So Brunstrom the first star. He also had 7 hits in that game. Damn, this guy throws a lot of hits. Lafreniere the second star with the game-winning goal, and Rantanen the third star. But we have stolen game 1 after we were down 3-1. Looked like we weren't going to win. We have a 1-0 series lead here, and we've won 5 straight games here in the playoffs, which is pretty awesome. Hopefully we can keep our foot on the gas in the second game. I guess we'll keep our lineup the exact same because his Easton Donald stats still pretty good. I would assume so. Our top line's been doing good, so I'm not going to change anything forward-wise or defensively. Yeah, Easton Donald's still been really good. He's 5-0 in the playoffs, so let's see if we could take a 2-0 series lead. Once again, we need to contain that top line of theirs. We only allowed Rantanen to score 1 goal, and then the other goals are from other players on our team, so if we continue to shut down that top line, we have a better chance at winning. Here we go, Game 2, still on home ice. Can we take a 2-0 series lead headed to Winnipeg? First period. Hey, let's go, 1-0, and it's Patterson. Let's go. That's his first goal of the playoffs. And the fourth line comes through with the goal, so that's great to see. Shots are 14-5, so we are definitely dominating shot-wise in this game as well, just like last game. Can we get some more insurance in the second period? Because a 1-goal game isn't always great. We definitely need to have like a 2 or 3 goal lead, especially with their top line. Second period, 1-1. They tie the game up. It's a short-handed goal against. That's not great. Ryan Poehling. Shots are 24-12 in favor of us, so we're still dominating him shot-wise, but it's an even game. So not the best game from Easton Donald, but maybe he's not warmed up enough because he hasn't faced a lot of shots. Can we find that lead back in the third period? Come on, boys. Let's not let this game get away from us. And Connor Bedard scores to make it 2-1 for the Jets. Yeah, that top line is definitely tough to contain. They have goals in back-to-back games, and Asher Vance still with a goal to match it, and we get the lead back. Asher Vance always sparks things, but then Connor Bedard ties the game right back up. Very offensive third period here. Oh no, Connor Bedard. God damn, I hate this guy. He's so good in real life too, but he gets a hat trick in this third period, and unfortunately, we're going to have a tie series headed back to Winnipeg after it looked like we could have won this game because of Asher Vance. Bedard just goes on a tear in the third period. Like I said, if we don't shut down that top line, we lose games, and we obviously didn't do that in that third period. God damn. So there's our first loss of the playoffs. Patterson from Colorado, Vance from Nazar and Reefers, and Kabanov from Little and Bales. But yeah, that top line of theirs definitely did really well, especially in that third period. Connor Bedard the first star, Vance the second star, and Kabanov the third star. I don't know if I'll put Pitton in net for the next game. It wasn't a great game from Donald, but I don't know if I would solely put that game on him. Like, I feel like maybe giving Pitton a chance would be good, because both these goalies aren't used to playing so many consecutive games. Well, maybe Donald is now at this stage, but yeah, I think I'm going to give Rudy Pitton a game. Why not? Any minus players here still? Niitamaki's minus. I don't want to scratch Niitamaki. I might only scratch him for one game. Yeah, I'm going to scratch Niitamaki for one game. Give Solovyov a chance since he's better defensively. So yeah, Niitamaki's going to be out of the lineup for this next game just to kind of maybe help us play better defensively against a really good offensive opponent. But he will more than likely be back in the defensive core for the next game. And yeah, then hopefully Rudy Pitton also plays a good game. Like I said, that game wasn't fully on Donald, but I just would rather kind of maybe give him a break because the guy has played a lot of games this season. Like, I think he played like 70-something in the regular season, so this guy kind of needs maybe like a mental day off or something like that. So let's see what Rudy Pitton does. We're now in Winnipeg, so we got to win some games here on the road. Let's see what happens, see if we can contain that top line after they had a burst in that third period of last game. First period of game number 3. 1-0 Jets, not great. Kuzi, no. So once again, it's not a top liner that's scoring for them. So I'm kind of concerned that their depth is scoring, no. Because their depth doesn't look the best on paper. It has some good players for sure, but mostly it's reliant on their top line. So to see that their depth is scoring, that's not a great sign. Shots are 8-5 in favor of the Jets. We're only down by a goal, so maybe we could get one back in the second period. But we definitely need more shots than 5 shots in a period. So second period, 2-1 Jets. I guess that's okay. Asher Vance tied the game up, but Mikko Rantanen gives the Jets back the lead. We only have 13 shots through 2 periods, but they only have 17, so not a lot of shots in this game. We're down by only a goal. Can we tie this game up in the third? Asher Vance is definitely trying his best here in this series and in this playoff run. Lafreniere ties the game up. Let's go, Lafreniere. That's why we brought you in, man, to hopefully help that second line out. Long power play, and we did not capitalize. And, of course, they score right after the penalty kill. But we answer right back. Asher Vance again. Damn, Vance is on a mission right now. Penalty kill. Please kill off. Oh, my goodness. They get another goal. God damn it, guys. Asher Vance is doing whatever he can, and we lose 4-3, and it's another 1-goal game. This is a really close series, but Asher Vance has definitely been the best player in the series in terms of offense, but it's not enough. Not enough right now. Vance from Nazar and Reefers, Lafreniere from Brunson and Cox, and Vance from Lafreniere and Recchi. Yeah, not a great game from Rudy Pitton. Not a great game from Rudy Pitton. I think I'm going to make some line adjustments, because now we've dropped 2 straight games. But look at this. 3 straight games where they were 1-goal games. We literally could be down 3-0 in the series at this stage if it wasn't for that OT goal. So we're kind of in a weird spot right now. After sweeping the first round, I do not feel safe at all. So we'll go back to Donald for sure. I'll put Niitamaki back in because, yeah, Solovyov was -1 in that one game. But I'll go back to Niitamaki there. We will... That top line's great, so I don't want to change anything too much. Recchi has not done much. Little's been better than he has. Yeah, I'll move Donald Little up, move Recchi down. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then defensively, we got to keep the defensive core probably the same. Oh, move Niittymaki with Lowry and then have Morris and Ovechkin. I don't mind that, even though Morris has been good. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to run with. A little bit of changes. Nothing too over the top, though, because obviously a lot of these guys have to play on specific lines, or I'll still probably lose morale. So we're down 2-1 in the series. This is a must-win game, I'd say, because if we lose this game, we go down 3-1, and we'd have to win 3 straight games. It has happened before where you could win three straight games after going down 3-1, but it's very unlikely that that will happen for us. But this is a big game. We win this game, at least we have a tie series headed back home, and then it's a brand new series. It's best 2 of 3. So let's see what happens here in a crucial Game 4. Can we tie the series up headed back home? First period. 2-1 us. There we go. That's a good way to start it off. Andrew Peak opens the scoring for them, but Reefer scores 2 goals. Reefer's been phenomenal in the playoffs too so far. Like him and Vance. Really good numbers. Shots are 10-10. It's a 1-goal game for us. Can we get some insurance in the second period and help out our lead a little bit? Second period. 3-2 for us. They tied the game up, which is not great. And Niittymaki scores his first playoff goal with a big one. He gets thrown back into the lineup, and we have a 3-2 series, not 3-2 series lead, 3-2 lead in this game. I hope we have a 3-2 series lead after these next 2 games. Shots are 24-17 in favor of us. We need some insurance here to lock it down in this third period. Come on, boys. Asher Vance, get that next goal for me and help contain this lead, please. Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. Come on, there you go, Donald Little. And then Kyle Connors answers right back for them. And then we get one right back. Niittymaki has 2 goals in this game. Kind of surprised Niittymaki's getting the offense here going in this period. And Nazar makes it 6-3. Let's go, guys. Now I feel a little bit safer with a 3-goal advantage. It's good to see our offense kind of picking it up now. And this is going to be the first game that it wasn't a 1-goal game. And we're going to win 6-3 after a very good performance from Niittymaki after getting thrown back into the lineup after missing 1 game. And yeah, Reefer from Vance and Nazar 2 times in a row, both a minute and 33 seconds apart. Then Niittymaki from Corrado and Ziska, Little from Lowry and Vance, Niittymaki from Ziska, and Nazar from Reefers and Makar. So Vance with a 3-assist game, no goals. But that entire top line gets first or second star and third star, each one of them with 3 points apiece. That's exactly what we need from our top line to have that offensive output. They've been really good in this playoff run. They're pretty much carrying us like they did during the regular season, but we need them to keep on doing that night in and night out if we want to win in these playoffs, because the Jets are definitely a tougher team than they look in some stages. And yeah, Reefers is up to 12 points in 8 games. I think we'll keep our lineup the exact same as last game, since it seems like Niittymaki, it really helped him out. I'm surprised he actually didn't get a star in that game, because he had 2 goals as well. Maybe it's because he got thrown into the top 4 situation, actually, huh? Yeah, maybe it's because he's now in the top 4 that he's actually getting better offensively. Huh. And then Morris is now and then on the top 6. Let me make sure he's on the top penalty kill or something. I feel like I should be moving him up in the lines or else he might complain. We'll leave it for now. If he starts to complain, I'll make some adjustments. But yeah, we'll keep the lineup the exact same for this. Little got put into the top 6. He also got going a little bit. So great answer from the team with those line adjustments. Okay, we have a 2-2 series. We are headed back home. Can we take a 3-2 series lead here and be 1 win away from the conference finals? Come on, guys. Just keep your foot on the gas. We had a great game last game. Let's see if we can play good here in front of our fans again. First period of an all-important Game 5. And it's scoreless. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's good to have no offense in a sense, because it's better than being down like 2 goals after 1. Shots are 12-5 in favor of us. It's a scoreless first period. Can we find a way to break this deadlock in the second period? Second period? 1-0 Jets. That's not good. Ryan Pulock scores on Donald. We're being outshot 20-17, and we're down by a goal going into this third period. We need to have a huge third period here and tie this game up, or else we're going to be on the brink of elimination headed to Winnipeg, which is going to be a tough building to play in. And if we don't win there, obviously we do not advance in the series. So come on, guys. Let's call in the big guys, Vance, Reefers, Nazar, Brunstone, Makar, even the depth guys like Bales and whatnot, Kabanov. Let's see what happens in this third period, see if we can tie it up. Yes, we can. Asher Vance. Man, Vance is on fire this playoff round. And also this entire, playoffs. Greenway makes it 2-1. Jets. God damn it, guys. Can we answer back with a goal again? Come on, guys. This is a big period here. This is going to be another one-goal game. Penalty kill here late in the game. We killed off. Final few minutes, please. Hey, let's go. Let's go. A huge goal with 4 seconds left. Ziska, that's his first ever playoff goal, I think. And it comes with 4 seconds left in regulation to force overtime. Imagine if you were at that game in Chicago. Just imagine you're watching, the final 10 seconds. You think your team's going to lose and go down 3-2 in the series, but Ziska has forced overtime. Whoever wins this has a chance to end the series in Winnipeg. Can we get the game-winning goal now after we tied it up so late? Come on, boys. Please. Please. Asher Vance, I believe in you, man. No, we cannot. The Jets win in overtime, and it's some guy named friggin' Simon Knack. He has a knack for goals, apparently, but we lose 3-2 in overtime despite a late goal. God damn it. I really thought we were going to win since we scored late. Shots were 32-29 at the end of it. And now we have to win 2 straight games, or else we're going to be packing our bags here in round 2. So Vance from Nazar and Reefers, Ziska from Brunstrom. God damn it. I don't know if we need to make any line adjustments or what. Let's see. Who is Bally minus? Lowry and Niedemaki. So our second pairing. We'll probably go back to putting Len Morris back onto the top 4. Because, yeah, Niedemaki was -2 in that game, so that's not good. Yeah, that game's not really on Easton Donald. I probably would... Yeah, I'm going to probably start Easton Donald for the next game. He's been the better of the 2 goalies so far. But I think I might change up the lines again here a little bit. We need to win 2 straight games. This is going to be tough. Because if we lose one of these next 2 games, then Lafreniere's gone probably to free agency. And who knows, maybe even Cale Makar is. I don't really know yet. But he might be. Let's go back to Recchi on the second line just because he's the better overall-wise. And yeah, let's go back to Morris on this top 4. And goalie-wise, we're going to still rely on Easton Donald. Do I want to put anybody else into the lineup? I don't think so. Bales is a 2-way forward. I don't want to put Bales on the 4th line. He's been good, so try and think of what we could do to maybe change up the dynamic of this team a little bit. Yeah, we're going to try something random while we have the chance. Put Nazar down to the second line, even though Nazar's been phenomenal. It's no offense to him. We're getting Lafreniere top line time with Reefers and Vance instead. Yeah, we're going to test this out. See if this works. We're going to move a little up as well. Move Recchi down to the 3rd line again. Yeah, we're just throwing out a random idea and hope that it works. Because we need to win 2 games. And that's going to be tough, especially when they have such a good top line. Let's see what happens here. Game 6. We got to win on the road, and then we have to win on home ice if we do win this game. Real-time simulation. Can we force a Game 7 back on home ice? Come on, guys. You could do this. I believe in you. Asher Vance especially, considering this guy's been scoring on a torrential pace, and they open the scoring. And Ryan Poehling scores again. God damn it. Yeah, we're done. We're down in the second round again. I could feel it. Unless we have a good second period, but never mind. Cousineau makes it 3-0. Donald's having his worst game of the playoffs at the worst time possible. And we're down 4-0 after 1. Cousineau scores again. 4 goals against on 9 shots. We need like a historic comeback here if we want to actually win this game. We still have loads of time to get back into this game, but at this rate, I don't think it's going to happen. And it's, of course, guys that normally don't score a lot that are scoring in this game. It's not like they're top guys like Bedard, Rantanen. It's Cousineau and Ryan Poehling, who I think is a 4th liner, but has had like 3 goals in the series. We're going to be packing our bags in 6 games in round 2, it looks like. Power play for us. Hey, we get a goal on the power play. Let's go. Back within 3. As Reefers gets us on the board. Not a surprise, it's the top line now. Power play again, and we score again. Okay, Reefers has pulled us within 2. And Little scores. It's a 4-3 game all of a sudden. What the heck is happening? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm losing my voice. What the heck? Brunstrom ties the game up. We have came back from a 4-0 deficit, and it's now a tie game going into the third. So even though we were down 4-0 after the first period, our team manages to rally off 2 power play goals from Reefers. Little scored, and then Brunstrom scored. And of course my voice is starting to crap out of me at that point, but 4 unanswered goals after being down 4-0. I am really surprised we got back into this game. Like, I don't think I've seen a 4-goal comeback like that in quite some time. Shots are 19-17 in favor of the Jets. We've come back from 4-0 in this game. Can we win this third period and then hopefully win a Game 7? Come on, guys. Let's complete this comeback. Don't make it all for nothing here. Hey, let's go. 5 unanswered goals and 6 unanswered goals. Corrado. I feel like we're going to win in 7 games now after this type of game. Let's go, guys. Holy crap. I don't think I've seen a 4-goal comeback at all. We score 6 unanswered goals, and we're going to be forcing a Game 7 back on home ice. Winner of that game will go on to the conference finals. Yeah, I didn't expect us to win that at all. At all. Look at the stats. So, Reefers from Brunstrom and Lafreniere. Reefers from McCarr. Lil from Nazar and Cox. Brunstrom from Reefers. And Donald picked up an assist. And then Patterson from Corrado. And Corrado's from Reefers and Lafreniere. Goddamn. Wow. Reefers with a 4-point game. And still 2 Jets get 3 stars in that game. But what a comeback. Sparked by Reefers. I am really surprised Vance had no points in that game. And he only had 2 shots on goal. And Rudy Pitton did come in and play the final minute 39 after Easton Donald allowed those 4 goals. I don't know why he played only minute 39. Hopefully he didn't get injured. But we came back and we forced the Game 7. And he did get... Oh, Rudy Pitton got injured, actually. Rudy Pitton got injured. It wasn't Easton Donald that got injured. Wow, okay. So, Rudy Pitton has been injured till May the 20th with an injured groin. That's a big loss for the backup situation. But that means youngster Tukio, the 75 overall goalie who's had some really good AHL numbers so far, is already going to get a chance to be our NHL backup this season. For the rest of this season, probably. Or the rest of this playoff run, depending on if we get eliminated here. With Pitton being injured, that's not great. But Tukio is a pretty good AHL goalie. Was playing good in the playoffs, even though they lost in 6 games. Or they lost in the playoffs in the second round, I think. Okay. Well, I guess we'll keep our lineup the same, or do we want to change our lineup back to the way it was since we're forced to Game 7? Let's go back to the way we had it. I know it might seem kind of counterintuitive, but might as well go back to the way we had it and see if that helps out things. Yeah, I'll go back to the exact way we had it because I know it helps out Vance being better on that left side, so that's good. Let's go back to goalies in the AHL, which are just going to be 2 guys that the AI has randomly put down there on AHL contracts, but there we go. We are going to a Game 7 after it looked like we were going to be knocked out after being down 4-0 after 1. We're going to a Game 7. And there's a Game 7 also between LA and Edmonton, so that's not undecided yet. There's also a Game 7 between Montreal and Washington, and then you have a 4-0 sweep by the Philadelphia Flyers. So the Flyers are going back to the conference finals for the 4th consecutive season, I think. If they win another Stanley Cup this year, that's outrageous. But I think our team is set for Game 7. Reefers is having a great playoff. 17 points now in 10 games. Comes down to this. Who is going to the conference finals? Real-time simulation again. Can we get another win after we came back in last game? Come on, guys. Come on. I know we have it in us. Penalty kill early. We killed it off. Nicely done, boys. Power play, please. We do not score on it. Come on, guys. Let's get that first one. Power play again. It's a long power play, and Reefers scores again. Let's go, Reefers. Damn, Reefers has been such a great acquisition. And, of course, they tie it up, though. Gosselin ties it up at 1 apiece, and it's going to be 1-1 after 1 with the shots even also 9-9. So Very even period. This might be another one of those games that go to overtime. Who knows? But let's have a strong period here in a second. This is probably the most crucial period of any game. We could either lose the game or win the game in this period, or it could just stay completely tied. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Come on, boys. Let's get that next one. Come on, Vance. Come on, Reefers. Come on, Nazar. Come on, Lil. Come on, Ziska. Corrado. Anybody on this team? Len Morris. I like calling out Len Morris for some reason. Even Ovechkin, because Ovechkin doesn't score a lot of goals for our defensive core. He's a DFD, though, I think. So, and it's going to be still 1-1 going into the third, with the shots being 20-18 in favor of the Jets. Comes down to this period, potentially, or we might go to another overtime situation as well. If we go to overtime, obviously, we're going to watch it. If this ends in regulation, obviously, we won't. But come on, guys. We're one goal away, potentially, from going to the conference finals. We're one goal away from potentially losing here in the second round. We need the big guys to step up. I know they've been doing that so far in this round and this playoff run, but we need somebody to step up here. Kale McCarr, Brunstrom even. Let's see what happens here. We're going to go to 4-time simulation instead to make this a little bit more dramatic. Let's see what happens. Come on, guys. Let's get that next one. Come on, Ovechkin. I know you have a goal in you, even though you're a defenseman. I feel Ovechkin for some reason. Maybe just because of his last name. Come on, guys. Frank Nazar. Somebody. Hey, let's go. Donald Little. Okay, Donald. Okay, I see you. A big goal from Donald Little has us up by 1. Big penalty kill there by the boys. Let's go. Another penalty kill. Stop taking penalties here, please. Please. Thank you. Final 5 minutes. Up by only 1 goal. Final few minutes. Come on, lock it down, please. Yes, Asher Vance. It's not even an empty netter. And we're going to win 3-1, and despite having been down by 4 goals in a Game 6 situation, this team rallies back in both those situations, and we win in 7 games, and your Chicago Blackhawks are off to the conference finals, either against Edmonton or LA. So Reefers from Nazar and Brunstrom, Little from Ovechkin and Bale. So Ovechkin actually picked up an assist in that game, which is kind of funny, because I was feeling Ovechkin, and Ovechkin had something to do with the game-winning goal. And advances 9th goal of the playoffs from McCarr and Brunstrom. Wow. And yeah, great performance in that game from Donald to shut down the series. And Donald Little, that's funny actually. And Brunstrom. Wow. Didn't expect us to get to this conference finals. When I saw we were down 4-0 after 1, I felt like we were just getting completely crapped on and we were going to be out. But we found ourselves to the conference finals. We're 8-3 in this playoff run, and we are going to be taking on Los Angeles in the conference finals, which is kind of interesting because if you think about LA, that's where we made that big trade with when we brought in like Byfield and Fiala and stuff like that many years ago. We made a big trade with them. And it's going to be Montreal and Philadelphia in the Eastern Conference. Let's take a look at our player stats, and then we'll take a look at who is on the LA Kings roster, because I honestly have no idea because we never played LA, I'm pretty sure, in the playoffs before. But yeah, Reefers, phenomenal numbers, 18 points, he's a plus 11. Nazar's got 15 points. Vance has got 13 points and 9 goals. He's been kind of quiet by his standpoint, like he's not hugely over point per game, but he's like, he's been dominant in terms of goal scoring. And then Cox is up to 7 points in 11 games. Cabana 5 points. So some of the offense is definitely dipping up in some like the 3rd and 4th line, but it's not bad. Still Ziska 4 points. Hart had nothing in that one game we know about already. Little's been good, 8 points in 11 games. Bale's kind of slowed down, but still 7 points. Lafreniere had a good second round, 6 points in 10 games. Patterson 3 points in 11 games. And then right wing wise, Corrado's been really good. 9 points in 11 games. Recchi kind of quiet and not great plus minus wise. So there's definitely some negatives on our forward core in terms of like some players are just not doing that well. Like look at the plus minus. But like these top guys have definitely been helping out quite a bit. And then defensively, Burnstrom's over point per game, 12 points in 11 games. Cale Makar's under point per game, but still doing really well. Inamaki and Morse have 3 points. Lowry has 2 points. Ovechkin 1 point. And Solovyov had nothing in one game. And goalie-wise so far, Easton Donald has definitely been the better two. And yeah, Rudy Pitton was not that good at all before he got injured. So, Let's take a look at those Los Angeles Kings. Take a look at the roster, also what they did during the regular season and playoff-wise so far. And then that'll be it for this episode. But we have home ice advantage in the conference finals, despite them having one more regulation win than us. And they're 9-1 in their last 10 games going into the playoffs as well. So this is going to be probably a really good matchup to see who gets to the Cup finals against either Philadelphia or Montreal. Philadelphia is looking, like I said, for I think that 4th straight Stanley Cup. So they're looking to become a complete dynasty at this rate. Well, let's see what Los Angeles has here. So LA is really good for the most part. Not necessarily the best depth, but really solid center depth. They have Patrick Laine, Anton Lundell, and Alex Turcotte. Really good top line. Second line, Evgeny Svechnikov, Troy Terry, and Martin Champion. This guy hopefully doesn't become a champion. Third line of Emiliano Springus, Jordan Gavin, and Ty Dellandrea. And a fourth line of Edo Luostarinen, Tuukka Osala, and Ryder Korzak. So yeah, the forecourt is pretty good. A little bit weak in terms of like the left wings and the right wings. Like the wingers aren't the best except for the top line, but that center depth is pretty good. Defensively, Sergachev and Lundqvist, Axel Anderson, and Xavier Riesner, and a top 6 pairing of Ivan Provorov and Glenn Bitz. Yeah, that defensive core is not too bad. It's definitely better than the Jets was, I think, better than the Jets, even though they had Rasmus Dahlin. And then goalies for LA, Nico Dawes and Terrell Morales. So their goaltending is not great. And in depth-wise, it's not great either. Maverick Lamoureux, Tomaso DeLuca, and Graham Clark. I don't really know what to make of their team. I'm kind of surprised their team had such a good record during the regular season because there's nothing that really screams to me as insane team. But let's take a look at what their numbers are like during the regular season and playoffs, because maybe that will give us a little bit better of a story of what they're actually good at and what they're not. So regular season wise, let's go to Western Conference, make this a little bit easier again. They finished in 4th place. We finished in 2nd place, only by 1 point the differential was. They scored less goals than us per game. We scored 17 more goals. Damn. We were better defensively as well. We were better on the power play, and they were a little tiny bit better on the penalty kill by 0.1%. So pretty much we're better than them in everything regular season-wise. But playoff-wise, what are they looking like? So I am curious on that. Let's just go Western Conference again. So we are 8-3. They are 8-6. We're scoring more goals per game than them. We're better defensively than them. Our power play is better than them, and our penalty kill is better than them. So we've been better than them in everything so far this playoff run as well. But once again, that does not matter too much. Looks like they went to 7 games in both the first and second round, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look. Yeah, they took out the Sharks in 7 and the Oilers in 7, so they might be a little bit tired going into this conference finals, and hopefully that is the case, because if our team has the fresher legs, maybe we have a better shot at going to that Stanley Cup final against either Montreal or Philly. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode. So next episode, we'll take it to the conference finals against the Los Angeles Kings as we look to get to the Stanley Cup finals for the first time in my time being a general manager of the Blackhawks. So guys, think down below. And I'll see you guys next time.